Okay, dear students, today we are going to start new chapter, that is acids, bases, and salts. Okay, dear students, see, basically we are surrounded by a large variety of substances nearby us. Nearby us, there is a large variety of substances, or you can say nearby us there is large number of substances. Large number of substances. Basically, acid, bases, and salt is a category of these substances or compounds. What is this? Category of substances or compounds. What does originally compounds mean? We will be doing the ninth standard. Basically, nearby us there are large number of chemicals. Okay, if I say chemicals, then you can just generally get the term that there are many substances nearby us. So basically these substances has been categorized or divided into three groups, that is acids, bases, and salts. Very important, this is a variety or a group of a large number of substances, but all the substances are not coming in this category. So what are acid, bases, and salt? Acid, bases, and salt is a category or group in which substance has been divided. Don't worry, one by one we will see all the property of these substances. See, my dear student, basically in general life, in our general life, we daily come across large number of acids, bases, and salts. Basically these things are our daily things. We use these materials daily. Okay, let's take an example. In acid, we all drink lemon juice, we drink milk. In milk there is lactic acid. Okay, in bases there is base, we are using soap. Okay, salts, that is a common salt, NaCl, that is the common salt or table salt which we are using while cooking or for the addition of taste. So generally these things are our day to day materials or substances which we are using. Moreover, in digestion chapter, in the nutrition of animals, we also state that there is a acid present in our stomach, that is hydrochloric acid. That is hydrochloric acid. So in general, these are the things which are used in our life or which come across in our life daily. So see, dear students, basically what the concept is, to know whether anything is acid or base, we use few materials. Very important. First of all, see, my dear students, any acid or any substance having acid in it. Very important, any acid or any substance having acid in it is having acidic nature. Is having acidic nature. Very important, any substance having base in it or any base, then that material is having basic nature. It is basic in nature. See, my dear friends, acids have acidic nature or bases have basic nature, or you can say any material showing basic nature or the properties of base or behaving like a base is called as base. Second thing, any material having acidic nature is called acid. These are the two natures any material have. Either it will be acidic or either it will be basic. Very important, if any metal is neither showing acidic nature or neither showing basic nature, then that material is said to be neutral. Neutral means neither acidic nor basic. Very important, don't get confused. Neutral is not a nature. it is an indication that that thing is neither base nor acid. Okay. So my dear friends, now we will study about such a material which tells us about that any metal is acid or not, or any metal is base or not. So now we first of all we will study indicators. We will study indicators. Indicators. Okay, this means what are indicators? As you yourself can get from the name indicate. Indicators are substances which gives us hint or information or an indication that any material is acid or base, or it is a substance or a material which changes its color. That hint is given by changing the color, and it gives information that anything is acid or acidic in nature or base or basic in nature. So very important, what are indicators? These are substances, generally dyes, colorful dyes. These are substances dyes showing any hint or giving any hint or indication whether any material or any substance is acidic or basic. Generally, this hint is given in the form of change in color. Change in color. So, what are indicators? Indicators are substances which change their color in acidic or basic medium, or they change their color both in acidic or basic medium. Don't worry, we go one by one through the indicators. We will see three natural indicators. Three natural indicators, that is litmus, China rose and turmeric, and two synthetic indicators. What are synthetic indicators? These are prepared in laboratories. These are artificial indicators. These are artificial indicators. Two artificial indicators, that is phenolphthalein and methyl orange Okay, so first of all we will see litmus, then China rose, then turmeric, then phenolphthalein, then methyl orange. How these, see my dear student, first of all get this thing, very important. Indicators have any color, whatever color that indicator is of. If we add any acid in this indicator, this color will change. Let's get the concept. And if I add base, then the color change. In acid it gives some other color, in base it gives some other color. Very important, if anything is neither acidic nor basic, that is neutral, then there is no change in the color of indicator. Very important, means neutral substance show no effect on indicator, or indicator does not change in neutral substance. Very important, few indicators change in both acidic and basic medium, and few indicators are only able to change in either acidic or basic medium. So first of all we will see litmus. See my dear student, litmus. First of all we will see litmus solution. What is litmus solution? We have seen lichens near the pond. Lichen is a symbiotic relationship of fungus and algae. If we compress it and extract the liquid, lichen is a plant or green colored material which you will get near the ponds. Okay. If I extract the lichen, then I will get a solution that will be purple in color. See my dear student, if I add acid in it, then the color of this solution will change to red. Changing from purple to red is the hint that the material added into is acid. And if I add any base in it, then the purple color changes to blue. Purple color changes to blue. Very important. If I add any neutral materials example is pure water or glucose. So if I add glucose or pure water that is neutral, its purple color will retain, means no change. So very important, if you add any acidic material, see, if you add any material in the solution of litmus, then the purple color will change to red. It means that added material is acid. If you change any material and the solution, litmus solution's purple color changes to blue, then it shows that the material added is base. And if you add any material and there is no change in the color, then that material is neutral. See my dear student, very important. Actually, this litmus solution has been developed into two papers. Generally, litmus is present in the form of two papers. Those are called litmus paper. Very important. Litmus paper are of two colors, that is red and blue. Litmus colors are present. Litmus paper are present in two colors. Very important, my dear student. If there is any material, if red colored material, litmus paper is dipped into this solution and this solution changes to blue, then this material is base. If red colored litmus, not red colored litmus, if blue colored litmus is put into this material, this solution, and this blue color changes to red, then the material added or this solution, here in this solution it is acid. So very important, litmus paper changes from A, B, R. This is the way, because this is the mugging up stuff. In acid, blue litmus paper changes to red. Very important. In acid, blue color changes to red. Very important. B, R, B. In base, red colored litmus converts to blue. See my dear student, there is a very general question. If I am having this, very important, if you put both these things in, both this blue and red litmus into this solution, and if there is no change in the color, it means this is a neutral stuff. If I am using this blue colored litmus, okay, if I am using this blue colored litmus, putting it into solution, and if this changes into red, it means this solution is acid. But if I put into this stuff, this litmus paper into this solution, and if it remains blue, it means there are two options. Either it is base or it is neutral. So to confirm, I will put red litmus also. If this remains red only, it means this is a neutral substance. And if this red changes to blue, then this is base. So my dear student, this was about litmus. Very important. Two more natural indicators are there. One is China rose. Okay. China rose indicator. If China rose petals are taken or China rose flower is taken and kept into water, warm water for a few moments, and it is warmed up for a few time, 5 to 10 minutes, then we get China rose extract. This China rose extract is generally pink in color. Very important, dear students. If in this China extract I add acid, then this pink color changes to magenta color. What is magenta? Magenta means dark pink. Okay, dear students. Very important. If I add base to this color and this converts to green. In base, this pink color converts to green, and in acid, this pink color converts to magenta. Or in simple language, if I want to know whether anything is basic or acidic, just put that material in, that solution in this China rose extract. If this Steinerose extracts pink color changes to magenta color, then that stuff is acid. If it changes to green, then that thing is base. And if there is no change, then that material is neutral. One more indicator is there, turmeric. Turmeric is present at our home in kitchen very easily. Even you can test this thing at your home also. Very important. Generally, turmeric is light yellow, bright yellow, not light yellow. Turmeric is having bright yellow color. See my dear student, if you put any acid drops or a solution of acid, then this bright color does not changes, no change. And if you put any base drops of solution on it, then this converts to red. Very important my dear students. This bright yellow color in base changes to red. Very important question is being asked. Many times when clothes are being washed, very important, many times when clothes are being washed, the yellow color of curry that is khadi, okay, or any vegetable, that yellow colored stuff or stains, okay, because of turmeric, while washing or applying soap, that yellow color converts to red spots. Why? The reason is that soap is basic in nature, okay, soap is a base, so in base that yellow color converts into red. Okay dear students, what is, now we have done the natural indicators. Two more indicators are there. One is phenolphthalein and one is methyl orange. These are now synthetic indicators. Synthetic indicators are man-made indicators. In synthetic indicators, one is phenolphthalein, one is phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is a colorless solution. Colorless solution just like water. Okay. So if any acid is added into it, then it remains colorless and there is no change. But if any base is added to it, this colorless gets pink in color. So very important, phenolphthalein, this colorless phenolphthalein solution, when base is added to it, it gets pink in color or it gains pink color. Very important, in neutral it remains colorless. All the indicators show no effect in neutral. Okay. One more indicator is there, that is methyl orange. Methyl orange is a solution that is orange in color. If I add acid in it, then this orange color changes to red. AOR. In acid, orange color changes to red. And in base, this orange color changes to yellow. Very important. BOY. In base, methyl orange color changes to yellow. So my dear student, as you can see, methyl orange shows different colors for both acid and base, whereas phenolphthalein and turmeric were only showing change for basic nature. Okay. See my dear students, with the help of indicators we can find out any material is either it is acidic, basic in nature, or it is neither one of them, that is neutral. Okay dear students, as we have gone through indicators, now we will see what are acids. What are acids? Acids. Very important. We will see one by one. Acid, these are substances having sour taste. Very important. Acids are the substances which have sour taste. You might have tasted lemon juice or that lemon extract. Lemon is sour in taste because it is having acid in it. It is having acid in it, and that acid is citric acid. Substances having sour taste. Okay. Acids turn blue litmus into red. What are acids? Acids are substances having sour taste. Acids turn blue litmus into red. Okay. Now one more statement I am going to write. Don't worry this statement. What does this originally mean? I will let you know in the last topic. Acids cancels the effect of bases. What are acids? These are the substances which cancel the effect of bases, or acid reacts with bases producing salt. Very important. What are acids? Acids are substances having sour taste. Examples is lemon juice. Lemon juice is sour in taste because it is having acid in it, that is citric acid. Acids are substances which turn blue litmus into red. Acids cancel the effect of bases, and acids react with bases producing salt. See my dear students, basically we are getting with acids from two sources. One is natural source and one are man-made acids. So acids are generally of two categories based on the source or from where or which place we are getting the acids. One is organic acids and another category is mineral acids. See my dear students, organic acids. These are acids which we get from nature, that is plants and animals. What are organic acids? See my dear student, these acids we get from nature itself, okay, and mostly we get it from plants and animals. Example of few such acids is acetic acid, formic acid, citric acid, ascorbic acid, oxalic acid, lactic acid, tartaric acid. These all acids we are getting from nature. Okay. Acetic acid, generally known as vinegar. We use vinegar in the pickles. Okay, we consume it. See, formic acid, ant sting. When ants bite us, generally what it does is that it releases acid on our body, because of which we feel burning pain or sensing. Citric acid found in citrus fruits such as oranges and grapes. Ascorbic acid, generally known as vitamin C, found in fruits such as oranges and lemons. Oxalic acid found in spinach. Lactic acid found in milk and curd. Tartaric acid found in turmeric and other citrus fruits. See my dear students, these all are the acids which we are getting from plants and animals. Moreover, you can consume or eat organic acids. We all are consuming all this stuff. Means organic acids can be consumed and their consumption will not harm you. Very important. What are mineral acids? Mineral acids are also known as man-made acids or artificial acids. Artificial acids or laboratory acids or man-made acids. These acids are prepared from the minerals of the earth. Acids prepared from minerals of the earth. Example of mineral acid is that is hydrochloric acid, okay, sulfuric acid, nitric acid and carbonic acid. See my dear students, hydrochloric acid is also found in our stomach. Hydrochloric acid is generally it is used in the cleaning stuff which is used to clean the stains in the kitchen and all. So kitchen and washrooms, these all cleaning HCl is being used. Okay, sulfuric acid is used in batteries, storage batteries. Nitric acid is used in cleaning. Okay, and carbonic acid. See my dear student, these all are mineral acid and these all are prepared in your this laboratories. These all are man-made acids. Very important. Nitric acid is used in the cleaning of jewelry, that is silver and gold. See my dear student, acids, organic and mineral. This is the source of the acid. Very important. All acids are also in category of weak and strong acid. Weak and strong acid. See my dear student, what does this weak and strong acid mean is that strong acids cannot be consumed. Moreover, strong acids are very dangerous. Strong acids are corrosive, highly corrosive. Means if strong acids fall at any place, if they fall at your skin will get burned, it will get wounds. If it get thrown on any material, it will corrode it. If it falls on notebook or any cloth, it will fully burn it. So very important, on the base of strength. Okay, acids are categorized as weak acids and strong acids. Very important, my dear students. All the organic acids are weak acids. Very important. All the organic acids are weak acids. One mineral acid is there that is weak acid. Means all the organic acids plus carbonic acid, that is generally a mineral acid, but carbonic acid can also be consumed. It is used in cold drinks. See my dear students, very important. Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid, these are strong acid. We need to be very careful while handling all this stuff, that is hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Okay my dear students, this is a general categorization of acids. See my dear students, as we know, acids are very dangerous and they can corrode any material. Means if they come in contact with anything, they will chemically react with it and change that material. Okay, so very important. Many times you might have heard the name acid rain. Why it happens? It means somewhere acid is present in the rain. How this acid comes and how all this phenomena takes place. Now we will see acid rain. See my dear student, as we all know, vehicles releases a lot of smoke and many other pollutants and gases. In factories also many harmful gases are being released. So in our environment many gases such as sulfur dioxide, that is SO2, nitrogen dioxide, and carbon dioxide. These all are gases, but all these gases are acidic gases. How I will let you know? These all gases are present in our atmosphere. Whenever raining is taking place or precipitation is there, water falls and water comes in contact with these all gases. Water comes in contact with these gases, and these gases react with water producing acid. Sulfur dioxide produce sulfuric acid when combining with water. Nitrogen dioxide when combining with water make nitric acid, and carbon dioxide plus water produces carbonic acid. So what is an acid rain? When raining takes place and that water comes in contact with the acidic gases, then that water converts into acid, or the water falling while raining, if it is having a large content of acid in it, okay, then such a rain is known as acidic rain. So very important, my dear student, acidic rain is very harmful. Why? When acidic rains falls on our monuments such as Taj Mahal, okay, if these rains fall at these places, then the stone or the monument will get corroded, its color will fade, and that stone will start converting into powder. Second thing, when this acidic water goes into ponds or rivers, the water becomes acidic in these places and aquatic life is affected. Very important, when this acid rain water falls on the plants, it falls on the leaves get dried up. Why? Because this corrodes or kills the chlorophyll or the cells of the this leaf, and the plant starts drying up. So these are the side effects of acid rain. That's why producing so much pollution in our atmosphere is also the main reason for the acid rain. Okay, dear students, this was categorization of acid. Now we will see bases. Now we will see bases. What are bases? Very important. Bases are bitter in taste. Bases are bitter in taste. Bases feel soapy in touch. For example, baking soda. Baking soda is a base. Okay. Very important. Taste of baking soda is a bit bitter because it is a base. If you take baking soda powder in your hand and you pinch it like this and move your hands like this, it will feel soapy in touch or slippery in touch. Very important. Now what I am writing, just try to get it. The same thing I wrote in the acid. Bases are chemically opposite to acid. Bases are chemically opposite to acid. In acid I wrote acid are chemically opposite to bases. Moreover, bases reacts with acids producing salt. Very important. Bases reacts with acid producing salt. See my dear student, this is the basic and general definition of bases. Very important. Bases are also of two categories, that are strong bases and weak bases. First of all, we will see strong bases. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. See my dear students, these two bases are very strong, and both of these bases are used in the production of soap. See my dear student, sodium hydroxide is also known as generally caustic soda, and potassium hydroxide is known as caustic potash. See my dear student, generally caustic means corrosive. Caustic means corrosive. That is, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, both of them are corrosive. Means they are so much strong that they can harm your body, or if they fall at any place, they can corrode it. In weak bases, the bases are calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, and ammonium hydroxide. These three bases are weak bases. Ammonium hydroxide is used in window cleaners. Calcium hydroxide is found in lime water that we call tuna. See my dear student, these are very strong and cannot be consumed. Ammonium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide are weak, but they also cannot be consumed in large quantities, or neither they must be consumed nor they must be consumed. Whereas magnesium hydroxide is very weak base, and it can be consumed. Very important, magnesium hydroxide is used in milk of magnesia. See my dear friend, milk of magnesia is a solution which we drink when we are having acidity. I will let you know what does this originally do the work. So very important, bases are of two types, that is strong base and weak bases. In strong bases, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide are there, and in weak bases, ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide and magnesium hydroxide are there. See my dear friends, now we will see what is the general difference between acids and bases. What is the general difference between acids and bases? Acid, base. Okay. Acids sour in taste. Base bitter in taste. Second, bases soapy in touch, or you also can write slippery in touch. No soapy touch. Third, acid converts blue litmus to red, and base converts red litmus to blue. See my dear students, you can even add few more indicators. Phenolphthalein remains colorless in acid, converts into pink color in base. Okay, very important. Acid opposite, chemically opposite to base. Base chemically opposite to acid. Acid opposite to base. Base opposite to acid. This is the general difference between acid and base. See my dear student, I am again and again using the word opposite to base, chemically opposite to acid. What does this mean? So now we will do neutralization reaction. Now we will do neutralization reaction. my dear student, if there is any acid and I am saying that it is opposite to base, it means it cancels basic nature. And if I say base and I am telling that it is chemically opposite to acid, it means it cancels acidic nature. Very important. Acid cancels basic nature. Base cancels acidic nature. So very important. If acid is added to any base, then we get a material which is neither acid nor base. Base will cancel the effect of acid, acid will cancel the effect of base. Now, when acid and base reacts, we will get such a material which is neither acid nor base. What we get is salt plus water. Very important, my dear students. What is a neutralization reaction? When acid reacts with base, we get salt and water. This reaction is known as neutralization reaction. Why this process is known as neutralization? We already know either a thing will be acidic in nature or either a thing will be basic in nature. If it is neither acid nor base, it is neutral. So see, here it is acid or base, but the material we are getting, it is neither neutral neither base. So the material is neutral. That's why this process is known as neutralization. Means conversion of acidic or basic material into nothing. Means neither base or neither acid. Such a reaction is known as neutralization reaction. Example is hydrochloric acid plus sodium hydroxide gives sodium chloride plus water. I will write down the equation, that is hydrochloric acid HCl plus sodium hydroxide NaOH gives salt, that is NaCl, sodium chloride plus water. This is neutralization reaction. See my dear student, very important, from neutralization we must get a thing. If there is acid, I want to destroy it. What we must add? Base. If there is a base, I want to destroy the effect. Add an acid. It means if I am having acid, I want to destroy it. Add a base. If I am having a base, I want to destroy it. Add an acid. Why? If acid is there and I will add the base, base will cancel its nature. Getting it? They both cancel each other's nature. Acid, add the base, nothing. Base, add the acid, nothing. So very important, we use neutralization reaction in our daily life. We are using neutralization reactions in our daily life. Neutralization in daily life. Okay, how we are using this reaction? First is indigestion. See my dear student, our stomach releases acid, hydrochloric acid. When we overeat, or if that stomach has released more hydrochloric acid, so more hydrochloric acid in the stomach makes more acidic effect, or it start giving pain to our stomach, or we start feeling irritation. The reason is more acidic nature. If I want to destroy that more acid, see, I am having problem burning sensitivity because of acid in my stomach. I want to destroy this effect. Just add a base. Very important. When there is indigestion in your stomach or you are facing acidity, okay, acidity. So what we drink is an antacid. We drink is antacid. Okay. What is an antacid? Antacid is base. General example of antacid is milk of magnesia. That is what? Base. Okay. And we get neutral product. Means I am having problem because of acid. I added the base. Solution. Nothing, neither acid nor base. Second is tooth decay. See my dear students, whenever we are eating food, okay, a lot of organic material remains on our teeth. If we don't do the brush regularly, this material will be here only, and bacteria present in our mouth will convert this material into acid. See my dear students, acid will corrode my teeth and make holes in my teeth. Okay, because of my teeth will be destroyed, my teeth will get decayed. Okay, moreover, if our teeth are destroyed more, then many times that stuff or food comes in contact with our nerves, because of which we are also having pain sensation. See, if there is acid in your mouth and you regularly brush, when you brush you are using toothpaste. Very important, what is toothpaste? Toothpaste is nothing but a base. This base, when will come in contact with acid, it will destroy the effect of acid and your teeth will be safe. Very important. Ant sting. See my dear student, if any ant sting on your skin, what it releases is acid. This acid produces a lot of burning sense. You just nothing, add a base and you will get relief. Very important. What do we add at the base is the baking soda. Many times baking soda is being rubbed and either calamine solution is being applied. Calamine solution is zinc carbonate. Okay. Moreover, soil treatment. See my dear students, in soil treatment, let me tell you, plants grow best in neutral soil, or if it is neither highly acidic nor highly basic. It must be a bit, if it is a bit acidic or a bit basic, it's okay, or it must be neutral. But if it is highly acidic, many times soil becomes highly acidic. So what we need to do is that add a base so it becomes neutral. So many times if the soil is highly acidic, lime powder or calcium oxide is being sprayed on the field, so that this is a base, it neutralizes the acid. And if our soil is basic, then we need to add acid. So at that place organic material or manure is added. Manure is being decomposed by bacteria, while decomposing produces acid, and this acid neutralizes the basic effect. Fifth is factory waste. See my dear students, generally factory wastes are acidic in nature. So if this acidic material is directly thrown into rivers or nature, the water that from the river will become acidic and the aquatic life will start dying or it will get affected. So before throwing that garbage or factory waste into water, it must be treated with any base or base must be added in it, so that this acidic effect get cancelled and neutral water goes into the rivers and our rivers are not destroyed. So dear student, this was the general thing. Very important. We must also know a bit about salt. What is a salt? Salt is a material when any acid is added into base, we get it. Okay. Salt. What is a salt? Whenever any acid is added into base, what we get is a salt. Very important, my dear student. Example is HCl hydrochloric acid plus base, that is sodium hydroxide, gives salt plus water. This is salt. Very important. When do we get the salt? It is a chemical material or it is a substance when we get only if acid and base are combined with each other. Very important. We can also say that salt is produced because of acid and base, or the parents of salt are acid and base. Different acids when react with different base give us different salt. Okay my dear students, in 7th standard you just generally need to get that salt. Generally many times salts are also a bit acidic and basic, but that all stuff will be doing in 10th standard. So our chapter is over.